Hello all and welcome to Halfway to Nowhere. My name is Ben and this is a 38-year-old's early onset midlife crisis masquerading as a YouTube channel. I've been riding my 125 for about half a year now, and in that time I've had a few close calls. Honestly, I pretty much accepted the fact that on a bike I'm about as visible as a ninja in a coal mine, but there was one instance recently that I think crossed the line into, yep, could have legitimately kicked the bucket right there territory. So, being the upstanding citizen that I am, I decided to report it to the police. You think that should be pretty easy, right? Well, wrong. Alright, so I'll play the clip. So as you can see, that was pretty close, and trust me, it was way closer in real life. The wide-angle lens on the camera makes everything appear slightly further away than it actually is. Anyway, I decided I should probably report this to the police. I gave them a call, and in turn they give me a URL to a website. Brilliant. Navigating to the site, I dutifully filled everything out. I even found the exact what 3 words code, because who doesn't love a bit of precise geographical jiggery-pokery. Double checked the location, pinpointed the exact timestamp from the video, hit submit, and after several minutes, absolutely nothing. Well, I work in IT, things go wrong, so let's try it again. At this point, I figured I was probably being a bit of a melt anyway, and decided to ditch a police route. Instead, I thought I'd throw it onto the Moto UK Reddit for people to have a look at. To my surprise, it ended up being one of the most upvoted posts of the year on Moto UK, and my most commented post on Reddit ever. Go me. Pretty much everyone was saying the same thing. This is serious. You could have died. I figured I should probably give the official channels another crack. I'm not a sadist, so I'll spare you the form-filling saga, but guess what happened next? At this point, I was pretty determined to get this whole thing done, so I jumped back on the phone to 101 to explain the issue. The operative on the phone then suggested sending it to an email address owned by Derbyshire Constabulary. As it turns out, the email wouldn't accept an attachment over a certain file size, so I had to crop video down to practically a postage stamp and try again. The email back saying, actually, we can't open that, so could I instead try the Derbyshire Constabulary Facebook page? Fantastic. So I logged into Facebook for the first time since the original incarnation of the Ice Bucket Challenge went around. Yep, it's back apparently. Found the page and sent it over. Only to be promptly told that they can't receive evidence via Facebook and, hey, have I tried the web portal? You know, the one that's not worked the last 3 times. Well, I've come this far. Let's have one last go. I replied to the email I'd received, hoping they could somehow kick web portal people into fixing whatever technical gremlins were living on their side. Finally, after too much time going on digital wild goose chases, I got an email with a link where I could actually submit the video. Cue jubilation! I was about to receive some justice and hopefully make the roads a tiny bit safer for everyone. You've got to take a small wins in life, and well, this is... what's this? Oh, they can't read the registration plate. This registration plate. So it appears that Derbyshire Constabulary doesn't have access to the same rich tapestry of digital tools that I do, namely the contrast slider in Photoshop and the gov.uk website for cross-referencing MOT tests. All jokes aside, this has legitimately irked me to the point where I've gone out my way to make a YouTube video about it. Jumping back to the Moto UK Reddit for a second, just take a look at the ridiculous amount of stolen bike posts there are on here. There's also a few Facebook groups dedicated to the same subject, and before I pull myself off a cesspool that is TikTok, there's just dozens and dozens of videos of people posting clips of themselves stealing bikes. You can see faces, you can see the reg plate of a bike. I mean, it wouldn't be difficult to find these people. You really get the impression that bike theft in this country is just absolutely out of control. There's a guy on YouTube called Biker of Atlantis who's posted a video about his bike being stolen. There's a link up above, you should be able to click it, if not I'll put it in the description. But you can see how terribly the police handled that. None of these posts seem to get anything other than the police doling out a crime reference number for an insurance claim. These stories are everywhere. I really thought that by serving the police evidence on a silver platter that this guy might at least get a bit of a talking to and maybe calm down a bit, but alas, no. If anyone out there knows this talented driver, please tell them to take it easy and maybe use public transport instead.